Hi, welcome, ladies who are coming in for this conversation that I am very excited about. We are joined this month by Lucas, and Lucas has been a part of the Trades of Hope team for a very long time. He works as our liaison, our connection, our communicator to our artisan groups that are further away in very different time zones and might be harder to connect with. But even before that, we were working with Lucas as he led an artisan group himself. So he is so extremely knowledgeable, not just about Trades of Hope and how we work, but about fair trade in general, where India has really led the way in fair trade. And so we have an industry expert here with us. And we wanted to invite Lucas on today because we have something brand new that I'm going to show you towards the end of the call that's coming out, made by one of our artisan groups in India that are just, and this community is just harder to communicate with. And so we were like, Lucas, we need all of the beautiful information. We need to learn about the women behind this beautiful piece that we're coming out with next week. And so Lucas has connected with them and is here to talk about them today. So Lucas, before we jump into the questions that I know you brought to these artisans and asked, is there anything about you that you want to share about you and your experience first?
Um, yeah, you've said it all, Elizabeth. But I just want to say I'm honored to be able to connect with all of you. I think previously you all used to be called compassionate entrepreneurs. Now you all are being called partners, and it's a privilege and honor to be connected and to see some of the faces whom I do know, but also those faces who are on Facebook and on the closely knit team that Elizabeth and Gretchen head. So I think we can kickstart and get started into it. But we are really blessed that you can hear this conversation because the group that we are talking about is a wholly women empowered group, and it's such a privilege to speak about them um, and to tell you their stories.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Lucas, and thank you for doing the work to be able to answer these questions. I know that's a lot of work you did before this call, and then I'm so grateful for your time today. So, can you speak about this artisan community and speak to why it was even founded in the first place?
So it was founded basically by two visionary women. Their names were Mun Mum and Tanisha, so that's why it was called M and T, uh,
That
capital
makes
M.
sense. I love that.
Yeah, and their story began with a simple but a very powerful idea. They wanted to create stylish items, empowering women not only in the vicinity where they are working, which is in the north of India, but also rural families through sustainable employment. And they work closely with these skilled artisans and many artisans, providing them employment. And they are right now impacting about 100 families. It's not just individual artisans, but they're impacting about 100 families, and they are giving them both social and economic benefits. So they're formed basically to give women empowerment, to help in ethical manufacturing, as well as to see that there is community development taking place in the rural parts of our country, which is a fairly large country, not as large as your country, but fairly large with 1.4 billion people. So they're impacting about 100 people, 100 families. So that is why it was founded. Munmun is a Hindi name, and Tanisha is also a Hindi name. So that's how it is called MNT.
I love that. We always love an inspiring woman-led story around here. Can you talk about how they're fulfilling today's needs for women in India?
So there are very few organizations in India, both small as well as medium or large scale organizations that are run by women. So this is one of those organizations that is run by women. The other thing that they are doing is not empowering the urban class, but they're empowering the rural class, and they are giving, a lot of work to the rural women artisans in their vicinity. They are also giving them financial independence. And the other thing that happens here is that fair wages is unheard of in many places in our country. But paying the minimum wage, and not only just the minimum wage, but over and above the minimum wage, is a facility that many women are very grateful for. The products that they do are stupendous. You'll see the product that Elizabeth is talking about at the end of the conversation. But the products that they do are very stylish, very modern, very design led and design driven, and the craftsmanship is excellent. So they are also open to flexible minimum order quantities because many of the people who are manufacturing these days have a minimum order quantity. So these women are open to smaller orders and flexible order times and flexible order quantities. And the other hallmark about them is that once the sample is done and once the sample is approved, the entire production run is absolutely impeccable, as same as the sample that is meted out. So that's how this group M and T is offering and fulfilling in today's needs.
That's so cool. And I completely agree with you. The products that we have are we've several I'm trying not to give away what I'm going to talk about in a minute, but we have several pieces that our customers have loved from them so far. So I cannot wait to bring out another one because the quality is incredible, the functionality is incredible, the design is incredible. So thank you for sharing that. Can you speak to, Lucas, why it's important for women to have jobs in India? And especially you're speaking to these rural areas of India as well. Why does that even matter?
Most of the women here, once they are married, they are woven into something known as a joint family. And in the joint family, sometimes the woman can't work. But after Munmun and Tanisha started this organization, and they went to various people and spoke to the women and said, like, look, this is what we are doing. Would you like to join us? They said yes. And so it is important because they're not only creating jobs in their local area, but they are offering stability to the families. Women are also not working far away, they are working very close to their homes. So they are able to support their children, they're able to stay connected to their community, they are able to build confidence through financial independence. The local employment strengthens not just one household but the entire community. So Munmun and Tanisha, who are still the founders and who are running this organization, believe that opportunities doesn't start in an office situation, but it starts at home, and that's why it is so very very important that these artisans fulfill the needs that are not only ethical fashion but also modern.
That's so cool. We've talked
Yeah,
a lot about like the design of these products, but then also the real empowerment for women that's happening here.
yeah.
Um, Can you speak to the story of one woman who has been positively impacted by this community?
Yeah, so there's this particular story which I've taken off from. There are many stories, but one which I've taken off. Her name is Muskan. She basically comes from a traditional Muslim family, and she was not looking for just a job. She was looking for stability. She was looking for dignity. She was looking for self-esteem. And she comes from a village very close to where the facility is located. And when she first joined, Munmun and Tanisha, MNT, she began working on, industrial machines, and she was trained how to work on industrial machines. And she helped in, the finishing, the precision involved. And today she continuously works on the stitching operations and contributes significantly to daily production. She earns a stable and independent income. She's also contributing to our financial stability within the family. So, though her husband is working, she also contributes to the financial stability. Her biggest, takeaway has been she says, "I feel proud that I create products that go to different places all over the world, and not only am I valued, but my work is also valued. And through my work and through the fact that my work is valued, I believe my family is valued. And because my family is valued, the other families that are working with us are also valued and also empowered." So she has grown from, a small, um, yeah, a young lady who came into work here and has now become a formidable force who controls quite a few ladies within, not control is the wrong word, who facilitates many women within that community to work and to empower others and to create a stable income and to help in educating their children and contributing to the home and financial stability that is so very important to them. Today she can lift her head high and say that she is not only contributing to her family, but she is contributing to the wider family that she impacts today.
Yeah. That is so cool. And we've seen this to be true in women around the world over the last decade and a half. That, yes, of course, the function of Trades of Hope is to break cycles of poverty and human trafficking by creating these jobs. But there's always this added transformation on top of a woman saying, not only can I feed my children and send them to school now, but I have confidence. Like I can believe in myself. I can see my self-worth when a woman in America proudly wears the things that I create with my hands. Like it reminds me of the value of my creativity and of my skill. And I think all of us don't just want to survive. We all want to feel like our lives are leading some kind of legacy and having a ripple effect on others. So I love that Muskan's story is another beautiful piece of evidence that the work that we're doing is not just helping women survive, but helping them to thrive as well.
Yes,
Um,
it is.
can you speak, Lucas, to what are you talked about the 100 families that are being touched by this artisan community, and you've talked about, the beautiful transformation of Muskan, but of these women, like, what are their hopes for the future through their work?
Yeah, so Elizabeth, they have great hopes for the future after what they have created here, and some of them have been there for over a decade.
Mhm.
Well, their hopes are that they will educate their children and not educate their children. The vernacular language in our country is Hindi, but
Mhm.
that they will educate them in the English language
Mhm.
and that they will have higher education opportunities to go above not just a high school education, but even a graduate or a post graduation education. The other hope that they have and which they have done is they wish to open their own savings accounts,
Mhm.
because that empowers a woman when she has money in the bank. And there's no minimum amount that she has to keep,
Mhm.
but she's able to build on that and build emergency funds.
Mhm.
And in so doing, she contributes to the household decisions that are done. And it's not male dominated, but it's also equality that
Yeah.
she and her husband, as well as her mother-in-law and father-in-law, can partake in decision making. Many of the women have become line supervisors. So they work and facilitate other women and
Wow.
they train other women and manage small production units outside of the main production units. So some of them also work from home and they are helping in also making their own homes. So making their own homes, they're able to not rent a home, but they're able to buy a home in the long run. It might take about maybe 10 to 15 years, but they are able to, run their home and build a home of their own. They've also said that, their hopes are to have respect in the community, and that's what they do achieve in and through the work that they do. And many women express their desire to bring in other women into the workplace, and they want to empower uh, not only women who are married, but also women who are widows and who have lost their husbands. So that is their hope in the future. And they want to be strongly independent. They feel proud that they are independent. They feel proud that they have self esteem. They feel proud that their products are going all over the world and valued by people who are with similar attitude and similar, um, you know, ethos to carry on their work that they are doing all these while.
Hmm. That's amazing. I love that. I love that something as simple as a job can create all hope for all of those things. Now, before we get to this new design that we are releasing next week, and before we talk about all of what went into that. I know you went to the community of Muskan and her coworkers, her fellow artisans, and you asked them what would they want to say directly to the women at Trades of Hope. What was their answer, Lucas?
Yeah, their answer was, you see, we speak different languages, we come from different backgrounds, we come from a different and diverse culture, but we are connected through our hands to you, and the strength of our existence is not only through our hands but also through our hearts. And so they want to say that each of you all is precious to them. You are just a heartbeat away, and every stitch that they've done, and the products that they share is not just selling a product, but you are carrying their efforts, their dreams, their visions, their skills through another part of the world, and they are so proud of that. They also want you to know that your partnership is extremely, extremely important to them,
Mm.
and it is valued, and they carry themselves proudly to know that the products that they are selling to you in their small units is empowering women at that side of the world. And you
Mm.
are not just our customers, you're not just another lady buying our products, but you are part and parcel of the worldwide family, and that is MNT's family. And
Mm.
they are so, so very grateful that you believe in women like them, and that you're providing this support in and through buying their products and helping their families grow stronger and bigger and more empowered to take
Mm.
on more challenges that you can offer them. So they wish to say thank you, and that in Hindi means is dhanyavad,
Mm.
which when we say dhanyavad, we join our hands and we say that dhanyavad. They join their hands and they say thank you for all that you're doing that side of the world and helping to sell their products and sell it at a good price, which gives them a lot of dignity, a lot of hope, and a lot of self-esteem.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
so you really carry their hearts, partners. You really carry their hearts, and they're so very grateful to each one of you.
that is beautiful. Thank you so much, Lucas, for taking the time to like touch base with them so that we and to share that message with us. That is so beautiful. I know we are all feeling extra connected to our sisters in India now because of that. So thank you. And now it's time, the moment we have been waiting for. I get to share, and Lucas, I'm going to show it, but I know you have lots to say from the artisan's end of what went into this. But I'm
Yeah.
very excited to share that next week on Monday, we are releasing our first handbag of 2026, and this is the Vera saddle bag. It is absolutely Stunning. I have so much to say about this bag, but Lucas, I know you have a lot of important information from our artisan partners about this. So I'll let you go first before I just gush about how much I love this bag.
So the bag features a curved front panel. You can see that it's a flat panel, and the silhouette is built using multiple cutout panels. The edges are turned and top stitched for a clean finish, and the body is semi-structured, reinforced with internal interfacing to retain the curved shapes that you can see.
Mhm.
The flap, which I think you can flap out, is a separate cutout panel with contoured edges. It's edge folded and stop stitched. It's stop stitched over there for durability and aesthetic looks and a very stylish look. There's also a gusset at the bottom, which you can see. It provides a lot of depth, and the base is integrated into the curved structure rather than being a flat rectangular base. The handle construction actually speaks a lot. The top handle is made from folded and stitched leather, yeah, and it's reinforced internally for strength. It is attached using metal hardware rings filled, fixed to the leather tabs on each side. You can see that, and the stress points, and the stretch points are reinforced with rivets for durability. The bag includes a wide adjustable canvas strap for crossbody wear. Yeah, that's the one. And metal swivel hooks attached to the side D rings. The contrast strap has a contemporary multi usage appeal. And the hardware is brushed antique finish. It includes side D rings. It includes riveted leather tabs, adjustable strap buckle, and swivel hooks. And it has a clean finish in the top stitching, along with a flap contour for design emphasis, and a reinforced stitching at the stress points. And I think there's also a charm, if I'm not mistaken. Is there a
Are
charm,
correct?
Elizabeth? Yeah, yeah, there is a charm, and the charm looks very charming. Uh, yeah, so that is the basic way in which the bag has been made. But Elizabeth, you can speak more about it and what it contains. Yeah.
I do love this bag so much, and I always thought it was beautiful, but I remember the first time I ever used this bag, I was actually traveling. I was going through the airport the first day that I even used it. And so much fits inside of this bag. The day I was traveling, I had all of my in-flight essentials, my three lipsticks, because I needed that many. I had three books inside of here. Well, two books and one Kindle inside of here. It fit my phone,
Wow.
it fit my keys. It's just so spacious. And having this handle was so nice to just grab and have on my arm when I wanted to easily open. But then the comfort of this strap too is so soft, so perfect for a crossbody. I also spilled coffee on this is not my bag, but I spilled coffee on my strap and immediately rinsed it out, and it looked as good as new. Like this is so easy to clean. Oh, and then the last thing I wanted to point out is that the rings on this bag actually open. So if you wanted to take this top handle off, you can. The crossbody is also removable. So if you only want the top handle, you can use that. You could, if you just wanted to hold it, could have no crossbody and no handle. It's so completely versatile in all of the different ways you can wear and use this bag. So I'm very, very excited about it. I love telling people that the charm comes with the bag. It's not even sold separately. This is just a beautiful springtime bag, and honestly, remove the flower charm. It'll be perfect for autumn as well. I cannot wait for everyone to see and experience this bag. It releases Monday, March 9th. And I love it even more after our conversation about the women who created this bag. So thank you so much, Lucas, for taking the time to share
Welcome.
with us today.
And accessorize with a stylish pair of shoes. It'll look absolutely marvelous.
I think you're so right, Lucas. You're onto something there. Absolutely. Lucas, is there anything else that you wanted to say or share with us here today?
Uh, I've been seeing so many products from all over the world, from Guatemala, from Africa, from Dominican Republic, from India, and Elizabeth, it's such a wonderful thing that the Trades of Hope
Mm,
partners are doing for the many. Years just 100 plus families in this particular one group. But I want to say, partners, you all are impacting not just India, you all are impacting the world
mm,
and lifting women out of poverty, lifting women out of trafficking, and it's giving them dignity and self-esteem and a purpose to live. And
mm.
thank you for the wonderful job that you're doing. Indeed, it's a blessing to know that all of you all are at that side of the end, but lending strong support to the women all over the world. And so we want to say thank you, Dhanyavad, Namaste, and God bless each one of you.
Thank you so much, Lucas. Thank you for connecting us to these women around the world. Thank you to every single partner who is here that allows us to make this mission possible. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for your time today, Lucas.
Yeah, thank you, Elizabeth. I think you may have recorded it, so you can probably share it with the other partners as well.
Oh, we
And
will.
I'm sure the sales of the Vera saddlebag is going to shoot through the sky.
I hope so. I hope so. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a good rest of your day.